And there's all different times of life. Right now, I'm a bachelor. I've been a bachelor for quite a while now, and I'm happy being a bachelor. It's grown me as a person. Some people need to, some people don't. See, some people have high school sweethearts, some people don't. Some people are with their spouse their whole lives, some people aren't. But it's not up to me to determine that for you anyway. That's your own determination, and I would never want to separate no one. I like people and I like couples and whatnot, and really I mind my own business most of the time anyway. I show my little respects maybe here and there, and that was very much a timing thing. You got white and black people and orange and red apples and you know what I mean, vegetables and fruits. But anyway, what's it mean to me? Do I want to be single my whole life? I don't know. It doesn't matter to me really. If I am, I am. If I'm not, I'm not. I'd love to meet somebody. It really would not affect me. Actually, it affect me more in an adverse way if I was not single than comparative to if I was. Because I work online right now making money. I'm not a multimillionaire or gajillionaire in the bank. So the person would get in the way of my high ambition to become something. Um, that's why I'm single right now, and they've done that. I've seen that happen with many people. Like my brother, he could have been a much more successful musical artist. He could have made way more money, but his girlfriend meant a lot to him, and that got in the way. So it means a lot different than, but still made a lot. He still was very successful in his own way. He just he could have been touring all the time, and he could tour in the future. He could do it that way, that right way, in his own way. But some people are very well single for a long time. Then some people learn that being a couple is a really good thing. But not all couples are good. Bonnie and Clyde. And a lot of people are on that thing, which is illegal. Bonnie and Clyde is not a good thing. It's an illegal thing. They used to go around and rob people. So don't come around me with that Bonnie and Clyde stuff because I will be snitching. Yeah, it's illegal to be a Bonnie and a Clyde. Yeah, it's kind of a joke like, hey, you want to be a Bonnie and Clyde together? But no, you can't go around doing crimes together because guess how Bonnie and Clyde ended up? Okay? Ended up. It's a history. Learn from it. They ended up shot in their car to death. Okay? When they thought they were hot shit, going back to a house like they were hot shit. And I see this mouth all the time on some of them. They weren't hot shit, all right? They were causing a lot of issues. This guy generally just sits at home and fucking sit there and might hop on the telephone and he's just sitting there one day and he might be making his coffee and here's Bonnie and Wild Clyde again, rubbing their relationship into everyone's face again to the point where I'm yelling and screaming. Look, I want to meet a woman too. But me and my woman are going to be at home. She'll be on the couch, maybe reading a book. Maybe I'll be on doing something on the computer. I ain't going and hijacking cars with her. I don't even do that kind of stuff at all. And that's the thing. It's like whoever's yelling at me saying that kind of stuff is not the woman I want anyway. So of course I'm saying run off and all this. I watched the story of Bonnie and Clyde. It wasn't a good one where it ended. So why would I want to be the Bonnie and why would I want to be Clyde or whatever? I wouldn't want to be with Bonnie. I wouldn't want to be Clyde. There's plenty of other women than Bonnie. Bonnie's just Bonnie. There's like a million other women with all different names. And I hate women and men that are obsessed with movies, but they have no real life or something. They didn't understand Bonnie's a different woman. They thought they were Bonnie. That's a super delusion that's going on in our community. Like, you got ones that are upset. Like, you got real females. Her name might be Bridget, but I swear to God, it's gotten so bad in her head. She thinks she's Bonnie. You don't realize Bonnie was a different person that got shot and killed after they're doing all their robberies and things. Her name's Bridget or whatever. You got ones that talk behind the camera and whatever, or talk on the phone or whatever, and they pretend they're this person, but in reality they're not. And then you got a person like me, who they say, and they're really who they say they are, through and through. You got all different kinds of people. I just haven't met that woman yet. And then I watch movies like, what's that one movie? That mom movie. They're constantly bitching, fighting. They try to set you up, make shit up on you. Hard to find a good one. My mom's the same way as that classic movie where she was just snitching. He's bringing home the bacon. She should be more than happy. Then there's some that are cooking the bacon. They're more than happy. I know of one, Nikki. She knows how to sit there and cook and be a good woman. And there's a couple I've met that just play their role. Some of them have this weird, freaky thing. Oh my God, I'm a woman. I'm not a man. Oh my God, I'm a human. And I go through that too. But that's when you start to feel those good feelings, when you start to be a good person, the way you're supposed to be. Yeah, I read a good story about this thief. He started as a thief when he was a kid. He used to steal all different stuff around, and he would bring home and that's how their family would eat. And they were a family, and their house stood. Yep, I know that one. And he grew up to be a famous thief. Yeah, and don't get mad when I do my self-defending. It's like, listen, there's this thing for me. It's called self-defense. Or many people that do things legally. Say, old Uncle Roy, for instance, figuratively goes to the grocery store. He's an old man, eh? But he owns 100 acres. He's got a lot of property. And he's got a lot of family that count on his mind and his voice when he sits down at that couch and starts talking or whatever. And he goes to the store, and it ain't me, but say somebody attacks him, because guess what? It's happened to me, because I'm like Uncle Roy. You just can't attack somebody first and whatnot, or go up to their property. You take it legally. Arrest them, they go to court, they just put them in the jail so ever nicely. But you cross that line and you hit anybody, they're able to defend themselves, especially if you go for their throat or anything like that, or yeah, maybe a push or what, I don't know, or maybe a bump, that's nothing. But there goes to a point where you do anything like that to an Uncle Roy or anybody, even me, even the young guy. Well, then I have to defend myself, and how I do that usually, been a lifesaver. Been a lifesaver is this. It's called mace, pepper spray. And guess what? I carry it every day, no matter where I go. It's the best, smartest thing I've ever had in my life. I'm alive, doing so well because this saved me. This little, and the girls carry this. And I shouldn't be dropping it. Girls carry that because it saves their life and it doesn't hurt, really. And they even said that. One of my quote unquote who try to play victim, I've heard them talk. I got it recorded. He goes, didn't even hurt. I'm just setting them up. And that was a statement that was recorded by the police as well. In their brains all together. You just can't get rid of that statement. Psychologically, it's stuck. Okay? Now, when the victim says that, it shows that they were the aggressor again. So their case is completely done. My self-defense was completely valid, but I had to go through hell and high water to prove that, which was completely unnecessary. Now they've learned me where I don't have to go through so much as a process. But hey, I'm not smiling because it ain't funny and it ain't nothing to take advantage of. So I treat everything like I would have to go through hell and high water again to defend it. Because I am not trigger happy. And I've been shell shocked. And it's not fun to be on either side of the gun. Whether you're behind the trigger or in front of it. And that's what law does. Yeah, you got the weapon. Yeah, you got the money to buy it. But you're still scared as hell to shoot it because under law you will be tried and most likely you will be prosecuted. They have a 98%, 90 whatever percent conviction rate. That means you violate the law 98% of the time, you're going to be convicted. Whether what side you're on, law enforcement, behind the gun, whatever you do, you violate it. So don't even go anywhere where you think you're going to have